Hi guys, how's it going out there? Rooster here in Tennessee, roostercb.com. Just a little small announcement about some stuff that's going to be coming to the website, and we will be listing up on eBay as well. For the longest, I've had a lot of people hitting me up wanting jumpers, 18-foot pieces of coax for mobiles, longer pieces of coax, 100-foot pieces, buy coax in bulk. And it's been kind of difficult to find a reliable source for this type of thing. But finally, got made a connection and came to an agreement with a company that makes some really nice coax. You guys are probably familiar, ABR. They're really a well-known company for their assemblies and their high-quality coax. But I'm gonna carry a little bit of a variety for it. Also, working out a deal. I'm getting some samples in with another company so I can start carrying some half-inch heliacs and some 7/8 at the very least. So probably get some bigger stuff than that upon request. But for about 95% of everybody out there, 7/8 is more than enough. So trying to work out a deal with them, get that stuff in. I got some samples coming, gonna make sure it's good stuff before we invest a bunch of money into it. But in front of us here, this is just kind of a sample of some stuff that I'm gonna have. Let's see, what is that? That's a 18-foot piece of 400 Ultraflex. So the main three types of cable that I'm going to be carrying from these guys, the assemblies and in bulk. So it's not just going to be pre-assembled. I can sell it by the foot too. Obviously, there'll probably be like a minimum, purchase amount if you're buying it by the foot. I don't want to sell like 2 feet of coax off of a spool. But the assemblies will be like 100 feet, 18 feet, 12 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet, things of that nature for the 400 Ultraflex. And then here I've got a really popular cable, the 240 Ultraflex, which I like a lot. I have seen this stuff withstand some pretty high power, pretty high amounts of power. A jumper like this, for years, I put about 1800 average and about 5 kW PEP through. So really good for a mobile. I've got this in 6 feet and 18 feet. But I have some 213 as well. One of these is 213. Let's see. This might be it right here. Yeah. So this is a 213 jumper, six foot. I don't remember what all I carry. The looks like 6 and 18 feet for the 213. So most people, when they're wanting to run like a long run of coax, 100 feet or whatever, the 400 Ultraflex is a better bet. I prefer the 400 Ultraflex. It's less lossy. It handles more power. I've seen some 400 Ultraflex handle, 4,000 watts average, 10 kW PEP and not fail. So for my opinion on that, yes, the 213 is, it's good stuff for mobiles and what have you, and even for jumpers for some people that prefer the 213 style coax. But myself, I like the 400 Ultraflex and the 240 if you're not running anything that requires 400. And of course, again, while I'm trying to work out a deal to get some some corrugated heliax cable in here for people that like to run more power than these cables can withstand. So we'll get some of that stuff in too, hopefully in the coming weeks. Like I said, got a sample coming on that. This stuff will be listed up on the website. Like I said, I've got some 100 feet cable assemblies that I'll be putting up there, and I've got some locals that are wanting to buy some of that as well. In addition, I got some ends here. I don't remember if I've even got these ends on the website. These, I got them on eBay, I know, and I sell a ton of them at the CB Breaks, but if I don't have them on my website, I'll get them listed up. And I've just got 2 different kinds of PL259 to show you guys here so you guys can kind of compare for yourself. Get this cable out of the way. And I don't know if I'll have this stuff listed up today, guys. Kind of a busy day. So it might be tomorrow or something like that, tonight maybe, before I can get these listed up. But I just want to show you guys 2 different types of the PL259 here. Okay. So the one on the left is the amphenol PL259, really popular, quite expensive. I mean, considering for what it is. And the one on the right is the PTFE connector that we get. And to me, guys, honestly, I prefer the connector to the right here. You can take a blowtorch to this thing and it's not going to melt down. It's not going to break down. You know, yes, this is also a really great connector. Some people will run nothing but these, especially if you're pushing the limits of a PL259 and you want to, you know, get the most power handling out of it that you can. But you got to consider after a certain point, I mean, you probably need to switch coax cables and go to like a DIN connector. These are good though. Again, they're I don't know if you guys can read that on there, but if you can see the print, see maybe if I turn it up the right way. These are the amphenol connectors. And like I said, I've got a bunch of these in. I know I don't have these listed. I don't even have these up on eBay. So I'll get these listed up on eBay and on the website. Probably list them in sets of 4. That way it makes sense for the shipping, because it's not going to cost any more to ship 4 of them than it is 2 of them. It's going to be basically the same price. So it just makes sense to make the minimum purchase amount to be like 4 or whatever. And here's this one. You guys want to see. Also a really good connector. I mean, I haven't ever seen one of these, you know, fail the connector itself. And like I said, I sell a ton of these locally. I sell a lot of them. A lot of my local friends, customers, whatever, they like to buy them. And then, like I said, at the CB breaks, people buy the far out of them. I mean, I almost sell out of them every time I go to a break. I sell, you know, it's nothing to sell 100, 150 of these over here. But like I said, if you want to spend a little more money and you prefer this connector, I will have these as well. You know, in my opinion, I like this one just as well. You know, I wouldn't say better. Maybe I said better earlier in the video, but just as well. You know, there's, you know, as far as power handling capability, to me, they're both going to handle about the same amount of power. So that's my opinion on it. And like I said, guys, the main purpose of the video was to announce this cable is going to be up for sale, and more stuff coming to the website, roostercb.com. Just trying to keep adding and adding and adding more products on there, especially stuff that people are asking me about. People are asking me about coax all the time. It's like, you sell everything but coax, antennas, radios, you know, amps, meters, what have you, replacement parts, but you don't sell coax. So it only makes sense for me to add it. And like I said, I don't know anybody that has time to sit around and put coax ends on all day. I surely don't. I don't know that you could pay me enough to sit here and just solder up coax ends. So the pre-made assemblies are a great thing. However, if you are somebody that likes to put your own ends on, you don't trust the pre-made assemblies, I run this stuff as my jumpers, guys. I've got ABR jumpers in there right now that have been running for 2 or 3 years. But if you're one of the people that doesn't trust that sort of thing, then again, you can always buy the coax ends, and I will be selling the cable by the foot. I do have a roll of 400 Ultraflex in right now, I think a 500-foot roll, but I plan to get more and more and more. Like I said, getting the Helix cable in here is another goal. So we'll see how it goes, everybody. As always, appreciate everybody's business, everybody's support, and everybody's patience with getting orders out, things of that nature. Everybody have a great day. Rooster in Tennessee, check out the website, roostercb.com. See you, bye.